Yo, what is up, man? Welcome into a Football Friday edition of the best damn sports podcast, period. Sentell's Intel. Hey, you guys excuse me, man. I'm a little bit geeked up right now. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard. It might not be big for you, but it's damn sure big for me. Got a big game in the SEC this weekend, so I'm a little bit pumped up. Game day is in Gainesville. You just seen Braves win game 2 of the NLDS, so I'm a little bit geeked. Monday night, I got my 49ers and the Browns, so hey man, I'm a little bit up. Got lots to get into, man. Great Thursday night football game last night. NFL college football weekend. Not a great slate of college football games this weekend. Next weekend is the weekend. Next weekend is the weekend for college football fans, where there's a lot of really big important game on. So I had the mishap on the opening. It was awful. I hope that one was a whole lot better. I was trying to get this thing just right, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. You don't get it right. We're gonna get into all of that. Hey, welcome. Of course, a Georgia fan will be on the chat stream of all weekends. He hit a troll. He's hit a troll. Mario Washington, he's hit a troll. I love it. I'm here for all of it because I like all the. You know me. I want all the smoke. But welcome into the show. Great game to the NLDS, man. I don't even know where I want to. Where do I want to start it? I mean, so much going on, but it's Friday, so it's Friday. So with that, I gotta, it's time. It's time. I open the show every Friday with a Sentell's Sucker of the Week. So let's get right into it. Hey, we're gonna get there eventually. We're gonna get there eventually. Eventually, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to where I'm trying to go. We're gonna get to where I'm trying to go. Just hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna try to get this thing worked out. I'm just having all kinds of problems today. I'm not really fully. I'm still calming down for the game 2 win. I'm trying to get right. Things I've done over and over and over again. I should be really, really good at, and right now I'm struggling to get to these things. Let's see. See if we're gonna get here. We can get here. We're gonna get to the Sucker of the Week. We're gonna get to some Braves talk. I mean, I know you people. I know how you people are. I know you don't want to talk baseball. I know you don't want to talk baseball. I know you people don't. But I gotta talk. I gotta get into a little bit of it at some point of the show. I mean, we had 4 games today. We got another one starting right now. Yankees and Twins. So that's a lot of Yankees fans out there. So yeah. But I promise you, I'm trying to get this going. This may actually happen. I don't know if it's happening now, but we may get there. We may get there. But I agree, brother. You read my mind because I was gonna bring that up. That's exactly what I was gonna say. This month right here is just packed. It's packed, man. You got the NLDS. I mean, you got the baseball playoffs. You got college football. You got the NFL, and later this month, the NBA starts this season. So and so many great storylines in the NBA. And we're gonna get to that next week. Probably have a little preview show of the NBA. Man, it is an awesome time to be a sports fan right now, and it's extremely awesome to be me at this very moment. This week is great and nerve-wracking all at the same time. I love big games. I love being in that arena, but while I'm in that arena, it is nerve-wracking. That's why I have no hair. That's exactly why I have no hair. These type of games, yesterday's Brave game, today's Brave game, is exactly why I don't have hair now. This is exactly why I don't have any hair. This is exactly why. I promise you, this is exactly why I don't have any hair. Because of games like that, I mean, it is taxing. It wears on you big time, man. And I just be like, oh, God, it's wearing on me. But I love being in the arena. I love being in it. It is awesome. I'd rather be in big games that matter than and go through all of that than to ever just not be relevant or in big games at all. But oh man, I'm trying to get this thing right. I don't know. Okay, here I go. You know what? I apologize. Oh, here we go, man. It's Sentell Sucker of the Week, man. Let me get y'all into this thing. I'm over here tripping.
Who are you? He's your.
I'm over here tripping. Let me get y'all into this. Let me get y'all right. All right. You know how we do. You know how we do. You gotta wait. You gotta wait to get all these. I gotta, I'm just so off. I'm just so off. Y'all gotta apologize to the host right now. The host is not right. The host is not right at all.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Oh yeah. You know what time it is. Time for Sentell Sucker of the Week. And man, I hate doing this. I really hate to be the guy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be the guy to do this. I don't want to be the guy to have to do this. But a spade. I gotta call a spade a spade. I started playing baseball when I was about 4 or 5 years old, maybe, and I love it to death. Played all the way through high school. I've watched it all my life. As you can tell, I am an avid baseball fan. And one thing that I was taught early on in the game of baseball is you always hustle. Always hustle. You always go 110%. You always drop your head, run it out. You always hustle. So it brings me to my guy. And this kills me. This kills me on the inside right here. This week's Sentell Sucker of the Week is none other than Ronald Acuna Jr. If this hadn't happened already once before and the Braves hadn't won today, I wouldn't be as happy about this Sucker of the Week as I am right now. Otherwise, I would be really killing Ronald Acuna right now. And I'm going to kill him because he got to know better. You gotta know better. Can never assume anything on a diamond. Gotta run it out. I mean, it's all cliche stuff. It is. It's very cliche stuff. But that's what it is. You have to run it out. You have to. You cannot assume anything. That shouldn't happen in the regular season, and it for damn sure can't happen in the postseason in a pivotal baseball game. We clang into a lead, so any kind of run support, any chance to start a rally is huge right there. So I gotta get on my guy. That can't happen. Even to the great Ronald Acuna Jr., you have to run it out. You have to hustle. Can't assume anything. You can't be caught pimping. Can't be pimping in October. Maybe in April and May you can pimp a little bit, but you can't pimp it out in October. You can't be pimping it, Ronald. And it was brutal. It wasn't even close to going out. I don't know what this guy was thinking. He should have been standing at least at second base. The ball was hit so high. He should have been standing at least at second base. So with that, I don't want to be that guy. I didn't want to have to get my guy there. I didn't want to do that. But I had to. He earned it. He earned his way onto the first part of this program. And we all know that when you get on the first segment of Sentell, you know what that means. You know what that makes you. And that makes Ronald Acuna Jr. this week's Sentell Sucker of the Week.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, my boy. Hey, man, look, man, I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to have to give my guy that award, man. He earned that. He earned that one. He did it to himself. He did it to himself. Well, welcome into the show, man. It's Sentell, man. You know what it is, the highest sports podcast in the South, man. I'm your host, Wesley Sentell, man. Yeah, we got lots to get into, man. DeMarcus Banks already talking junk to me, man, about going over. I don't respect the Carolina Gamecock fan. You can't come over here talking to me. Your Gamecocks stink, and then your Eagles are 2-2. Don't come over here talking to me. Don't come over here talking that. Yeah, I like Bo Nix. I like that Bo Nix. We're gonna get into a little bit of Bo Nix in a little bit. And Wentz. Yeah, Wentz been on here so far in season 3. He's been on here twice, I think, maybe 3 times. Let's see. Yeah, you definitely gotta know that that's not a bomb. Man, I got a lot of feedback, man. I'm gonna open the phone lines up if you want to get in here, since I see a lot of people watching. So maybe you want to get in here and get some conversation started about whatever you want to talk about. You know the number 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. Now, meanwhile, I'll do what I do. Let's talk about last night, Thursday night football game. Seahawks defeat the LA Rams 30-29 behind a brilliant performance from Russell Wilson. And I've been saying this for a couple seasons now. Russell is outstanding. Russell is borderline on elite. Russell is borderline an elite quarterback in this league, man. This guy does more with less all the time. And if you get him any kind of weapons around him, he's just gonna make it happen. This is what he does. Big fan of Russell Wilson, man. He's corny. But I told you, anytime you can get Ciara, and you got $100 million, call me corny. I'll be corny all day. You get Ciara, and you make $100 million playing quarterback. You're a Super Bowl champion, been in 2 Super Bowls. Call me corny. That's the kind of corny I would love to be. God bless Russell Wilson. Matter of fact, God bless Ciara. I mean, he's out. I mean, he gets out. I agree, Mario. He's always been good at extending plays because we've never looked at his receivers as top flight receivers. Never. None of those guys. The Doug Baldwins of the world. He's retired now. Tyler Lockett now. What's the guy up in Washington now he had before? I mean, he just never really had a guy. Never really had a legit receiver. I mean, the running game was good early on in his career. He was not asked to do much with the defense in the running game. But now, the last 4 years, you look at the offensive line, it's been pathetic. You look at the receiving core, it's not any good. I mean, they're not household names. I mean, you don't want these guys. You don't want any of these people on your team. But yet Russell continues to do what he does. I wish both teams could have lost as a 49er fan, but that's not the rules. That's not how the rules work. Somebody wins, somebody loses. They could have tied. Really good game. Kind of to a mixed field goal at the end, but Rams have lost 2 straight. Todd Gurley, at times he looks like Todd Gurley, but at times he looks like just a guy. And it's sad because he's like one of the only Georgia players I've ever liked in my life, and it's sad to see him. He doesn't look right. He doesn't look right at all. I mean, he had a couple runs last night that you say, oh, there's Ty Gurley. Like, there he is. There's Ty Gurley. And then it was like, no, that's not him. That's not Ty Gurley. And Jared Goff threw a horrible interception last night. He's done that a couple times so far this season where he thrown terrible interceptions. Threw a terrible couple interceptions last week against Tampa. He threw a horrible interception last night against the Seahawks. I mean, and then he made some throws. You like, hey, there you go. You paid him a lot of money. There he is. I agree. DeMarcus Banks. Gurley is people say it's arthritic. So if that is the case, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And I hate it. Like, I hate that. I like Todd Gurley. I hate that for him. And he's not right. And It goes all the way back to last season, late last season. They brought in the other runner. They brought in Anderson, and he has been right since. Yeah, Russell easily have two, man. Pete Carroll reached into his dumb playbook bag and cost Russell. I mean, trying to make Russell look good. At the same time, he made him look like an idiot because there was no reason on God's green earth, no offensive coach, no one would ever convince me that that was the right call. No one would ever convince me of that. That was horrible. No one would ever convince me of that. I don't give a damn how long I live. No one would ever convince me that was a good call. It would never convince me of that. It was awful. But I'm a big fan of Russell, but I just hate to see Todd Gurley. I hate to see Todd Gurley the way he is at this very particular moment. He's in bad shape. But that was a good game, very entertaining game. Just his last week Thursday night game. Most of these Thursday night games are terrible. They are awful. None of the players want to play in them. I agree with the players. They are terrible games. They shouldn't have to be played. They shouldn't have to play in these games because they are terrible. They are terrible. They are terrible football games. And Thursday is just not enough time for NFL players to recover. It's just not. It's not physically possible to cover that. Man, I done told you, kill that noise, man. DeMarcus Banks, I told you to kill that noise, dude. That dude threw for 422 against you. How he declined it? He threw for 422 against you. You need to go somewhere and sit in a corner. Just go away with this, okay? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you talking about. Aaron AA. Right now they 3-1. You know. I mean, if you say so, bruh, see if the Rams, he's saying the Rams saving Todd Gurley. I'm telling you, the burst is not. I'm telling you, he'll have flashes of moments where he'll hit a hole and you'll be like, yeah, that's Gurley. But if you watch the rest of the game, he's not moving like he used to move. He's not. It's just not. Oh, I got a call already early in the program. Let's see what's going on. Caller, what's up?
Mr. Sentell.
What's going on, Shaq? What you got for me, boss?
I need you to give. I need you to give me any semblance of hope why I should believe in this Atlanta Braves team.
Brother. Let me tell you something. Now look, the Braves should beat this team. Fact, period, point blank. Now the bullpen has been a problem all season. We know that they played better. They played better late in the season, so maybe it fooled us because they played better at the end of the season. But I also think we clinched so early that it's gonna take us a little while to get the ball rolling because it takes. You can't just turn that switch. Like you went from we cruised, we won the series so fast, we won the division so quickly that we rested a little bit, coasted to the finish line. Now we got to turn that thing back up. Got to turn that switch back up. I'm not worried about the offense at all. You see, they had their best pitch out there today. Now he did a good job, but we had chances to put more runs on him. I'm not worried about the offense at all.
I'm worried about the pitching.
Of course,
if you look at the first game,
go ahead.
We gave up. Let me just break it down for you. We gave up an 0-2 hit to Marcelo Zuna, 2-strike hit to Colton Wong. 2-strike home run to Paul Goldschmidt, and a 2-strike bloop single to Matt Carpenter.
Look, man, we can quit. Look, I've been criticizing Snit since I went to sleep last night. I was in my sleep criticizing Snit because that game one was some of the worst managing I've ever seen in my life. He overmanaged that game. That was not a game 5. That was a game 1.
Yeah. And I thought about what you were saying.
Yes.
I now that I agree, I took today. I kind of let it set my stomach. I agree with you when you said that they should have let Keuchel go for a little longer.
Absolutely. You don't take your game 1 start out in 4 2/3 of an inning with 74 pitches. And I know you saying he gonna face Goldsmith. So what if he? Yeah. At that point, it's 1-1 in the fourth. We still got it was the top of the fifth. So you don't think your offense is good enough to get 3 runs if he hit a 2-run homer? Who cares if he hit a 2-run homer?
You notice what the Cardinals did. They left their ace out. Well, their starter out, not their ace, but they left their starter out.
Because it changed everything. It speeded up everything, and every move after that was made because of the dumb move of taking him out. You sped up the bullpen. Why would you want to get into that bullpen early? Whoever said in their life, let's get to our bullpen early? Like,
when it's not the strength.
Yes. Why would you do that? You turned it and made the game. You sped it up for no reason. And I didn't understand some of the moves. Why are you bringing Shane Green in the 6th? Yeah. You should have put Luke in the 6th. And let Shane pitch the 8th.
Do not get me started on Luke Jackson.
Yeah, well, Luke is trash, but what I'm saying, he shouldn't have never been in that situation. I don't blame Luke. I blame Brian Snitker because he shouldn't have been in that situation to start with. Why are you bringing in Shane Green in the 6th? But again, if you don't take Kike out in 4 2/3 inning, you're never putting in Shane in 6th inning anyway. I mean, the only thing he got right was the Max Fried thing. That was it. Everything else was god awful.
I think where he went wrong as well was he should have brought Billy Hamilton in left field for defensive purposes. That Luke single would have never happened.
Yeah, we could say what else all day long.
Yeah.
But you know, appreciate your phone call too, by the way. Yeah, we fine, man. We fine. We're gonna beat the Cardinals. We're better than them. We're better than them. From an offensive standpoint, they cannot score with us. They can't. The only thing that's concerned is the back end of that rotation. Yesterday, that was just horrible over-managing. That was just over-managing, and it was bad. It was some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. It was awful how bad he over-managed that game yesterday. But we'll be fine, brother. We're going to beat the Cardinals. We're going to beat them. They had their best pitch on the mound today. We're going to beat them. Good God, I got a lot going on this tip. I don't even know what to get. And some of this for me is y'all just going back and forth. He asking me? I love DraftKings. I'm on DraftKings every week. Every Sunday I got to line up in on DraftKings. But last night, Russell Wilson, 30-29 Seattle. Seattle moves to 4-1. Rams go to 3-2. Look, man, got a big weekend. You know, I got a big game coming this weekend. It's not a big weekend in college football. It's just not. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not great. It's only two ranked versus ranked matchups, and one is Iowa versus Michigan. And you know what I think about Michigan. I'm not gonna even get started talking about Michigan. I'm not gonna waste any time talking about Michigan. I'm just not. Okay. Iowa is led by Nate Stanley. They have some good wins this year. They beat Iowa State in Ames, so that's a good win. I don't know what to make of, the rest of the team. Michigan stinks. Now they rebounded last week and beat some suckers last week, so I'm just done with Michigan. If y'all want to talk about Michigan, if you want to talk about Michigan, by all means talk about Michigan. I'm not talking about Michigan. They are trash. I'm not wasting my time talking about Michigan. I'm not doing this. I'm just not. Where we at? I mean, I got so much going on over here. What? Michigan gonna upset? Yeah, you right. You know what? Whatever it is, Mario, that you are using or taking, I want whatever you got. I want it. I want whatever you got because that's some good stuff right there. If you think Michigan is gonna beat Ohio State, I need whatever that is you got. I want it. We can get that. We can lock that in right now. Cause have you seen Michigan play? Have you seen Ohio State play? Those two things are not alike. Those two things are not alike. Hey, if you want to get in, man, 864-378-5943, 864-378-5943. If I knew I was going to have this much traffic on a Friday evening, I'd start having this show Friday evening later than normal. I try to get it in at 6 before everybody get out to the high school football games. So I try to get it in at 6. Today I came on late. Obviously the Braves were playing, so I couldn't lead it. It was an important game. I was trying. I wanted to be here for you people, but I couldn't. I couldn't be here for you people. Jalen Hurts will get a win in the playoffs. They call him big draws. Okay. Listen, I've been so critical of Jalen Hurts, but I also came on the show last week because unlike a lot of people, when I see something in somebody that's showing me something different than what I may have previously believed, Jalen Hurts has been outstanding. Again, windows are not tight. Receivers are running wide open in the middle of the field. CD Lamb is wide open. Rambo, Hazelton. I mean, he got so many guys. Sermon in the backfield. So many weapons. But he's been outstanding. 77% completion. That is, a lot of people can't do that against Al. So I respect Jalen Hurts. Still don't have him win the Big 12. So we shall see, because again, next week is the week. I told you, next week is the week in college football that you want to tune in. It's a lot of ranked versus ranked matchups, big time conference matchup, Texas and Oklahoma, LSU, Florida. I mean, there's some games next week. Alabama plays Texas A&M. South Carolina plays Georgia. I mean, it's some good games next week that you're going to sink your teeth into. Unlike this week in college football, like I said, only 2 ranked versus ranked matchups. I'm not even, whatever. All I know is, we got a big one down in Gainesville, Florida this week, man. We got the Tigers, we got Gators, man. It's gonna be fun. Game days in the building. Auburn, based on resume alone, and I ain't talking about eye test, just on resume, Auburn probably the best team in the country. Based on resume, Auburn probably the best team in the country right now. Is Clemson the top 14 right now? I would say, I would go Auburn, Ohio State, LSU. No, because I would probably have Bama as the 4th one. Yeah, I would probably have Bama as the 4th. But the season ain't over right now. It's September. This will be the first weekend of October games, so it doesn't matter. Auburn's going to play Alabama. Alabama's going to play Auburn. LSU's going to play Auburn. LSU's going to play Alabama. All of that going to shake itself out. All that shit going to shake itself out. Ain't no way. There's no way Clemson could go undefeated and miss the playoffs. There is 0.0 chance that Clemson runs the table and miss the playoffs. That is never going to happen. First of all these teams right now, it's like 18 teams that are undefeated. We all know it's September. There will not be 18 undefeated teams. There won't be 10 undefeated teams. There won't be 5 undefeated teams. There'll be 2 or 3. Okay, we'll see, Mr. Jenkins. Okay, you were right. You were right. Have your opinion, bro. Ain't no margin of victory around here. Clemson is the reigning, defending, undisputed champion. They will get the benefit of the doubt whether we like it or not. That's just how it goes. They are the champion until proven otherwise. And I think sometimes you play down to your competition. When anytime Clemson has been challenged, we thought Texas A&M were going to present a challenge. They won that game convincingly, and they played a B game. And that game was never in doubt. Never in doubt. So I think they're the type of teams that when the rubber meets the road, they'll step up to the occasion. Now, do I think this team is even better than last year? No. Defensively, they're not even close. And Trevor Lawrence has not taken that step that we all thought that he was going to take. So I'm still waiting to see this transcendent guy. I'm waiting. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm waiting. Yeah, that quarter, he's playing mediocre football. But at the end of the day, there ain't but a 3-4 rosters that's better than Clemson. Maybe 3 or 4 that even on the same playing field. So until you see them in that arena against a quality team and lose a game, and that's receivers making quarterbacks. That ain't nothing new, baby. How can Alabama and LSU can't go undefeated? LSU and Bama can't go undefeated. They got to play each other. They can't go undefeated. So that can't happen. LSU playing Auburn. Auburn playing LSU. Auburn play Alabama. Alabama play LSU. That can't go undefeated. Yeah, the wide receivers are absolutely legit. T. Higgins and Ross are outstanding. This ain't nothing new. We've seen receivers make quarterbacks look good. Y'all act like this is breaking news. We've seen receivers make quarterbacks look good. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Why y'all sounding like y'all so surprised that this is happening right now? This is nothing new. Nothing new. You guys stay right there, man. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Don't y'all guys go nowhere. This is Sentell, the hottest sports podcast in the South. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My man Brunson, boy, you my dude, man. You are my dude, brother. Brunson, you my dude, man. I fool with you, man. I fool with you. Getting a free education. Yes, of course. That ain't possible. Alabama can't go undefeated. That can't happen. They can go. They can't even finish in a tie. Well, I guess college football has a new rule now. It can't finish a tie. Can it? No, it can't finish a tie. They have to go for 2-point version earlier in the game now, in overtime. So, no, they can't even finish a tie, bro. Somebody gonna lose. This week's game down in Gainesville, man. We're gonna get some of the stats. You know me, I don't pick the games when my team's involved. That's just not, I don't do that. I try to, what word I be looking for. Forgot the word I was looking for. But anyway, this is gonna be a defensive game, more than likely. Now, Bo Nix has played well as of late offensively. Had his best passing game last week against Mississippi State, throwing for over 300 plus yards. Rick Lowe can run it a little bit, can run it better. It's a good looking running back. But this is a defense. This is gonna be a defensive game. Florida is 11th in scoring defense. Auburn is 18th in scoring defense. Florida can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball right now. There's no push in the offensive line. And let me tell you something about Auburn. They have a guy. They have a guy, man. He's a grown ass man. Derek Brown. He's a grown man. Number 5. He's an animal. We gotta find a way to block that guy. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we gotta find a way to block that guy. That is the guy we gotta get blocked. That guy's an animal, and so we haven't been in the ball at all. But it should be a fun game. We haven't played each other since like 2007. The SEC gotta do better. We gotta either go to 9 game conference schedule, or rotate better. This is awful. We should not be playing Auburn for 12 years. Like, how does that happen? Absolutely, I agree, Mario. Derek is a grown man. Davidson is not bad either. Davidson is a stud on the line, too. They got one of the best front sevens in the country. We got to get those guys blocked, and right now, that is the biggest concern that I have. Can we hold up at all against that front? I don't know if we can just go straight passing the ball against them. At some point, you got to be able to run the football. Just have to. I mean, running the football opens up a lot of things. It keeps the other team off the field. Opens up the passing game. But if you can't get the down 4 block, after Dallas Cowboys last week against the Saints, who never, they basically were able to stop the run with their front 4. Then that just creates so much problems for your offense in the passing game, because now you're able to drop 7 people in the coverage, and there's just not enough plays to beat them kind of coverages. There's just not a lot in the playbook to beat that type of coverages. So you gotta be able to run the football. I expect it to be close because Bo Nix is, he's a son of a quarterback. Patrick Nix, I'm getting because I remember Patrick Nix. True freshman coming to a hostile environment. I think our defense will be able to keep us in the game. We'll do some things to confuse him, give him some looks. It's gonna be a low scoring game. I don't know. Hey, again, I'm not picking a winner. It's gonna be a low scoring game. That's for you people. You can make it. You can make a prediction. I'm not making a prediction. I predict that it's gonna be a low scoring game, and I'm gonna have a ton of fun tomorrow because it's game day. It's the first big game of the year for me, so I'm ecstatic. I'm gonna be hyped up a little bit. I may not be able to sleep. Just maybe it's possible. It's very possible I won't be able to sleep tonight at all. But second half of the show, let's kind of go down the NFL schedule for this week. Not a lot of great matchups in the NFL this week, but NFL is always fun. Like, it's always fun. It's always games. It's better product, so you'll tend to see better games regardless of maybe the record or some of the teams. But we'll see. At 1 o'clock is Jacksonville heading down to Carolina. Carolina off back-to-back wins with Kyle Allen at quarterback. The Jags also with a backup quarterback is Minshew Mania. Mr. Mustache himself. They come off a big win last week at Denver on a late field goal, and the Panthers beat the Houston Texans last week. The Panthers had the number 1 pass defense in the NFL. Did you know that? Did you know that Panthers had the number 1 pass defense in the NFL? Huh? Did not know that. And CMC making his case as a top 5 running back in this league. He's been great so far. Been outstanding. I don't know why people thought he wouldn't be great. Yeah, I do. I know why you people thought Christian McCaffrey wouldn't be great. I ain't gonna even give you satisfaction. I'm not gonna give you satisfaction or saying why you thought that Christian McCaffrey was not gonna be great in this league. Not gonna tell you why. Not gonna even say it. Not doing it. Not doing it. We're refused to do it. Not doing it. Anyway, Panthers at Jacksonville at Carolina should be an interesting game there. At 1 o'clock, this shouldn't be an interesting game. The Patriots at Redskins. The Redskins are awful. The Redskins stink. And they are going to start Colt McCoy at quarterback this week. Thank God they had to get Case Keenum out of there. He was just god awful. And obviously, Dwayne Haskins is not ready. He is not ready. The game is moving way too fast for him. So he is not ready. But the Redskins are a mess. Trent Williams still holding out. And if I'm Trent Williams, they have to back up the Brinks truck for me to come back to this mess. They have to back up the Brink truck. Let me go in the truck. Get the money out the truck. Then write me. And then let me sign another contract for my actual contract. Because there's no way in the hell. There's no way in the hell if I was Trent Williams I want to come back to this mess. There's no way in the hell I would want to come back to the Redskins. One of the worst run organizations in all of the NFL. And it's not even close. This is a once proud franchise that it just has fallen on hard times. They are just awful. They are. Oh my God. I know y'all talking about Josh Norman earlier. And again, I'm not gonna talk about Josh. I love Josh. It wasn't his fault the Redskins decided he was worth $50 million. It's not his fault. So Josh, take the money. I love you, man. You is an outstanding young man. I love how you get back to the community. I would never say a bad word about you. Not on this podcast. I would never say a bad word about you. Because it wasn't your fault they gave you $50 million. It wasn't your fault. Patriots struggled last week to a win against the Bills, 16-10. Brady looked human. But the Bills defense is really legit, so I'm not going to go crazy about that. Noted Washington fan, Mario Washington. We need to trade Trent, get some picks. Yeah, Gruden and all the rest of these clowns got to go. I agree 100%. But you know what? You can't fire the owner. The owner ain't going to fire himself because I think it starts at the top. The owner is not going to fire himself. I think he's 75% of the problem. Hey, he's 75% of the problem. You know, man. Look, man, I said something bad about. Listen, man. Listen. Look, I'm not gonna talk about Josh. Okay, Josh is outstanding. Josh is a great guy. I'm not gonna say. Look, it is not Josh's fault that the Redskins thought he was worth $50 million. It is not Josh's fault. Okay, this is not Josh's fault. Let's get off the Redskins. A sneaky good game in Tennessee this week. The Bills at the Titans. So at the 3-1 Bills at the 2-2 Titans. Marcus Mariota coming off one of his best games of his career last week. 3 TD passes. They went down to Atlanta and just beat the hapless Falcons. We're gonna get down to them in a minute. I'm so. But it should be this is a good game. 2 young quarterbacks. We will see if Marcus Mariota can. This is what we're talking about, the consistency of Marcus Mariota. This is what he does. He had a 3-touchdown game, 280 plus yards, had a high completion ratio, no picks. They win the game. This week, he had to throw for 150 yards, 2 interceptions, and they'll lose. But can he turn that corner? Can he turn that page and become the guy? Because this is what I need to see. I need to see more consistency from Mr. Mariota. It's the Ravens at Steelers. An old AFC North rivalry renewed. These two teams just don't like each other. They just don't. Ravens coming off a loss. Again, they have to play with the lead. They got blew out last week by Cleveland. Cleveland got up on them early, talking about what they wanted to do. And I know Lamar has looked good passing, but he needs to pass from the front, which means the running game has to get going. They need to be throwing the ball when teams don't think they're going to throw the ball. Because when teams know they're going to throw the ball, that's when he struggles. So the Ravens have to start running the ball, getting ahead, and to allow Lamar to do what he likes to do. Steelers, a good win Monday, but they played the Bengals. So I don't know, Steelers fan, what you want me to take from that? What do you want me? What you want, a cookie? You want me to throw a parade for you? I don't know what you want from me. But Mason did play good the other night. I like Mason. I'm a Mason fan, so I like Mason. So he played very well. So we'll see if the Steelers can get a win at home. Cardinals at Bengals. No need. Collar, what I thought he would be. Struggling. The team stinks. I don't know if he's gonna be any good. I didn't buy into it. But again, it's early, and maybe the team will get the roster get better. Bengals are a mess. 0-4. We're not going to waste our time talking about them. Interesting game. Falcons at Texans. Texans coming off a loss. Falcons are 1-3. As you all know by now, I picked the Falcons to win the NFC South, and I look like a fool right now. So I'm really upset at the Falcons. Specifically, Matt Ryan. I'm really disgusted with Matt Ryan right now. I'm really disgusted with him. I thought I'm disappointed. And the Texans, it's the same old story with the Texans. Can't run the football. Can't protect Deshaun Watson. He gets hit entirely too much. I say this every single freaking week. It is becoming a broken record. Over and over. I'm saying the same things every week about the Texans. Can you please get this man a running game? Can you please get somebody to block for this man? I know they brought in Tunsil from the Dolphins, but this offensive line has still been bad. Still can't run the football. He's getting hit again way too much. But it's be a fun game. It's be a fun game to watch. Two high-powered offenses. If Matt Ryan, whatever Matt Ryan decides to show up this week, we don't know. Buccaneers at Saints. The Buccaneers are 3-1. At the 3-1 Saints. This is quietly a sneaky good game. This is an NFC South matchup for the division lead. The Buccaneers. Okay, my bad. The Buccaneers are 2-2. I'm sorry. 2-2. They missed the field goal with the Giants. They are one missed short field goal away from being 3-1, but the Saints are 3-1. Come off a big win against the Cowboys. Jameis has played okay. Had a great game last week, but he still threw a pick six. Those are the things he does. I'm like, why, Jameis? Why, Jameis? Why do you do these things? Why do you do these things all the time? Why do you do these things? But he's played overall well. Teddy Bridgewater kind of holding down the fort. Saints defense did an outstanding job against the Cowboys last week. At home, you expect them to get some turnovers out of Jameis this week. So, who that nation? I expect to get a win right now. Oh, man. Vikings at Giants. All of a sudden, the Giants have got a little momentum with Daniel Jones leading the way. Saquon was at practice this week. Probably won't play. But they got a lot of juice right now. Daniel Jones gave the Giants a lot of juice, and that's what you hope to do when you make that quarterback change, is infuse some life into your team. One team that does not have a lot of life right now is the Minnesota Vikings. I've told you people over and over and over again about Kirk Cousins in big games. I've told you. I told you last week. That 425 game against the Bears, I told you he would wet the bed. I told you he would fall off a cliff. This man has been so bad in these type of games, and it did not change last week, despite the Bears being down 2 starters, despite the Minnesota Vikings have tons and tons of weapons. It has gotten so bad. It has gotten so bad that Stephon Diggs has asked to be traded. Say he refuses to play with Kirk Cousins. How bad? How bad? How bad must you be? How bad must you be when the receiver says he doesn't want to play with you because the quarterback is awful. The quarterback stinks. That is exactly what Stephon Diggs said. He said that Kirk Cousins stinks and he would not play another down with Minnesota and they got rid of damn Kirk Cousins. And we all know Kirk got 2 more years on that guaranteed deal. So good luck with that. That is just brutal. That's brutal. Giants got it going right now. I mean, obviously the Vikings are struggling. So Giants, Bears at Raiders. Raiders got a good win last week against the Colts. That came out of nowhere. Went into Indy and got a nice win. Derek Carr played really well last week. Bears, new quarterback in. Chase Daniels is in for the injured Mitchell Trubisky. And I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say it right now. The Bears are better without Mitchell Trubisky. They are better off. They are better off without Mitchell Trubisky. They just are. They are. They are better off without Mitchell Trubisky. And I hate to be that guy to tell you that, but that's what it is. That's what it is. They are better. They are just better without him. And I think that they'll win again Sunday with Chase Daniels at quarterback. So Chase is in for the Bears. Roquan Smith is supposed. This game is in London, I believe. This game is in London, I believe. I believe. Now don't quote me on that. It's the Jets at Eagles. Sam Darnold is out again. It's a good game for the Eagles to get healthy. A good game for the Eagles to get right. We call it a get right game. This is a good opponent to get right. They ran it really well last week against the Packers. They finally got Howard going. I like Miles Sanders a lot. They finally got the running game going. Wentz didn't turn it over. He didn't really take a lot of deep shots down the field, which I've been advocating for a while now because they always trying to hit the big play, which gets him in trouble, gets him hit a lot. So I like the game plan they had against the Green Bay Packers on Thursday night. So hopefully they'll continue that. But this is a get right game. The Jets are there to be hit. They are awful. I don't know what I was thinking. I picked them to win. I picked them to be second in the AFC East. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Well, Sam Darnold had missed every game except one. So, yeah, man, yeah. Shit happens. Broncos at Chargers. Broncos are 0-4. And again, the question has to be asked. When does John Elway come under fire? Because the Broncos stink. Hasn't found a quarterback since Peyton Manning landed in his lap. Now, Joe Flacco played his best game since being a Bronco last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But at the end of the day, the Broncos are 0-4. Questions have to start being asked. They have to start being asked. Chargers, I expect Melvin Gordon should be back this week. I think he will play this week. Well, they played the Dolphins last week, so you don't get any. You get no credit for beating the Dolphins on this show. You beat the Dolphins. Do not mention the Dolphins as one of your wins. If you come to me and say we won yada yada so many games, I ask you who did you beat. Do not mention the Dolphins as your win. Do not mention them. I would not give you credit for you get credit in your win column. Just don't bring it up in a casual conversation that we beat the Dolphins. Don't do that. Don't do it. Also, the Colts are at the Chiefs this week. I get to see Patrick Mahomes. Didn't throw a TD pass last week, but did engineer a late minute drive in the fourth quarter against Detroit in what was a really competitive football game. Detroit home tough for a long stretch of that game, and managed to make the Chiefs, sweat a little bit. But Mahomes did the thing done. I expect them to keep rolling. Tyreek Hill is close, not quite all the way back. Close, but not all the way back. And of course, the big one on Sunday, the Packers at the Cowboys. Aaron Bleeping Rodgers has been really, really good against the Cowboys. 2-1 in the last 3 meetings. Career, I think he's 6-2, 15 TDs somewhere in that area. But they're coming off a loss to the Eagles, who ran it down their throat, and some questionable play calling by the Packers, to say the least. When you get in the red zone and you run the ball one time out of 7 or 8 plays, you only run it once in the red zone. That's just not good play calling. Cowboys got their asses kind of kicked last week. Got manhandled up front. I expect the angry group to show up Sunday against the Packers. I expect them to feed Zeke. I expect Zeke Elliott to have 25 plus carries. Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them, because they need to understand. The offensive line, everybody in Dallas needs to understand that this thing runs through Zeke Elliott. Stop trying to make this about Dak Prescott. This is about Zeke. And it's not a knock on Dak. Most quarterbacks play better with a running game. As Carson last week, Carson Wentz looked better because why? They ran the ball better last week. There were a handful of those guys where you don't have to have a running game to be successful. There was a handful of those guys in this league. It is okay to know that to be carried by your running game. It's okay. Dallas, in order for you to be successful, to get where you're trying to go, you have to run the ball effectively. That means your offensive line has to be better. Cannot let the 4-man front be able to take Zeke away. That is where you're successful at. And I think they will run the ball up and down the field. Sunday, Green Bay got exposed last Thursday in the run game, which I didn't think would happen against the Eagles. And the Eagles are a less physical up front team than the Cowboys, so I expect the Cowboys to run up and down the field against Green Bay. And again, you know me, I hate betting against the great Aaron Rodgers. You know I don't want to bet against Aaron Rodgers, but I just feel like the Cowboys need to get right. They got to show me something this week. Now, I already told you now. I got them going to the Super Bowl. And, so I ain't panicked yet. My concern level is about a 3. You lose this week, my concern level going to jump to like a 6, because that'll be 2 quality opponents that you lost to, and then you beat up on some sap suckers. So I need you to be the quality opponent. I need you to get the ball to Zeke 25 to 30 times. That's what I need from the Cowboys this week. That's what I need. Defense gonna do what they do. They're a really good, solid group. They only gave up 12 points last week. Now that was a backup quarterback. This ain't Aaron freaking Rodgers. I guarantee he'll score more than 12. But I expect the Cowboys to get to 30. Cowboys should win this game, and so I'm picking the Cowboys to win the game. The Cowboys should win the game. The Cowboys should win this game. They gotta win this game. They need to win this game. They should win this game. They better win this game. So I got the Cowboys win this game. And then we get our way to Monday Night Football. And I guess I'll say that for Monday. I'll say that for Monday because I have a Monday show. And I'll get you set up for Browns and 49ers. Man, this hour has gone by fast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show tonight. I had a lot of activity early on the show. I had the most activity I had in season 3 so far. I appreciate all y'all guys for watching and commenting. That's fun stuff, man. Appreciate the phone calls. Hey, we're here for about 3 more minutes. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. This is the fastest hour in sports talk, the best hour in sports talk going today. You know who I am, Mr. No Days Off, aka the One Man Dynasty, Wesley Sentell. Man, I am Jack, man. We gotta win. My Braves gotta win. Gators and Tigers tomorrow. ESPN game day is in Gainesville. I am absolutely jacked up. I may not be able to sleep. I can't help myself. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. What a great month. Walk me through how, because I love their roster. Their roster is one of the 2-3 most talented rosters in the NFL. And I don't need Dak. Brunson Jenkins just asked me how I had the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. I'll tell you how. Again, love the roster. Love the offensive line. Love they have a great running game. Defense is outstanding. Outstanding defense. Really has no holes on the defensive side of the ball. Dak doesn't have to be elite with this team. Doesn't even have to be great. I just need him to be good, above average to good, and that team can get the way they want to go. Now, I'm concerned because I saw some of the same tendencies last week that I saw in previous season with Dak. Once they take Zeke away, they're 1-8 when Zeke rushes for 75 yards or less. They're 1-8. Those numbers can't be disputed, and that concerned me. But I also think that the Michael Gallup injury, not having him on the other side, played a factor in the game. I'm not making an excuse for him because he was not good this past Sunday. But this roster is one of the 2-3 most talented rosters in the NFL. There's no debate. There's no argument to be made about that. This roster is a top 2 or 3 roster in the NFL. They have 3 first-round picks on the offensive line. They got a number 1 running back in the backfield. They got a number 1 receiver, Amari Cooper. The defensive linebackers are number 1 pick. Well, that is a number 2 pick who would have been a number 1 pick. DeMarcus Lawrence is on that defense. The Jones kid. This defense is loaded. This whole roster is loaded. This thing, only thing that's gonna derail the Cowboys is Dak Prescott. That's it. If they can run the ball consistently, they're gonna be in every game. It's gonna come down to Dak Prescott. But again, I don't need him to be elite. I don't need him to be great. I just need him to be about good. So yes, I had the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. And again, the reason why I didn't have the Eagles in the Super Bowl because I don't trust the injury history of Carson Wentz. I made that clear on the show, on the NFL preview show. Apparently you didn't watch. But I made this point on the show at that time that the injury risk of Carson Wentz scares me. And then the Eagles got a talented roster too. Their back end is god awful. That back end is god awful. I'm concerned about Carson Wentz injury history, and the back end is terrible. They have a talented roster too. We went over these rosters on the NFL preview show, and if you pick the Eagles to go to Super Bowl, I have no. If anybody think the Eagles can go to the Super Bowl, I'm not going to be surprised if the Eagles go to the Super Bowl. I just trust that that's going to be there every game. And availability is one of your best qualities. I believe that will be there every game. They have an elite running back and elite running game. I got to see the Eagles run the football. And they ran it last week. if you can run the football like that, then I would have picked you guys probably to go to the Super Bowl. But I know Dallas can run the football. Now they didn't run it last week, so that's kind of like I'm kind of talking out both sides of my mouth. But I just believe Dallas can run the football. I mean, they won the division. Did they not win the division? They won a playoff game. Did they not win the division and win a playoff game last year? So what I see, you get a whole year of Dak and Amari in the off season. No, I didn't say you said Philly was going to the ball. I said if you just think they can go, if anybody picked them to go, I'm not gonna be surprised. Me and my brother sat here and had the same debate about Dallas and the Eagles because the rosters are really good. Both rosters are really good. The rosters are really good. I agree, but again, Dallas went to the playoff last year, won a playoff game. Usually, it's a progression to this thing. Okay, last year you won the division, you won a playoff game, so this year you should improve. I thought Dak would improve. There should be some improvement. If he improves a little bit, defense is already legit. So Michael Gallup's gonna improve once he come back. So that's why I got Dallas. So did that make you feel better? Oh my goodness. Oh, let me get out of here, man, because I done ran over. There's an hour and I'm an hour 3 minutes. Let me get out of here, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for watching this show. It's been fun, man. I will be back Monday, hopefully after a great weekend, because I get the Gators and Tigers on Saturday. My Braves will play again on Sunday. So hopefully when I come back Monday, I will have gone 2-0 and I will be in a celebratory mood. You people you only gonna show up here if I lose on Saturday. But that's okay. I'm still gonna be here whether we win or lose. I'll be here Monday because that's what I do. I'm a professional, people. I will show up and do my damn job regardless of the circumstances. Again, thank everybody for tuning in. This is Sentell, the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn sports podcast, period. I will see you guys Monday. I am out. Peace.